Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, 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 everyone. Good morning. It is Monday. It is the day after daylight savings time. So I feel like yesterday was a marathon day. It just never ended. And this morning, it just feels like the same thing. Like it's just, I've been up for a while, gotten a lot accomplished, and here we are. So I really wanted to come on today because I know that I kind of was a little MIA in the last couple of weeks. And, these energies are really a lot. And I know the Schumann resonance has been a lot. I know that we have, just a lot of things out there right now, Three Eye Atlas and um, planetary alignments, just a lot going on. So I wanted to pop on today because I felt like I needed to connect with you. I really did. And I just really wanted to do an old school weekly guidance. What's this week going to be for us energetically? And so thank you, everyone. Welcome. I am Melissa Watkins, medium and master with integrated energy therapy and a certified spiritual coach. So all of that can be found over my website, melissawatkins.com. And let me know how you're doing. What are some things you're doing to help yourselves energetically? I've actually been using, and I used yesterday, which we'll do right now, I think, because I feel like I'm a little discombobulated all of a sudden being on camera. I don't know. It's been a interesting morning, anywho. But as a certified level 1 color therapist, Metatron color therapist with Mandalas, we're going to use the Archangel Metatron Earth element spread for ink. Feel like that is a lot of the energy we need right now to ground. So let's go ahead and spray that and just help us kind of get into this video. Oh, it's got a nice cinnamon smell to it. So yeah, just take a minute to let that come over you. Nice deep breath in. You might have your feet on the ground, which I don't, so we're going to do that. And yeah, let's pull some cards and see what. And I actually I did the November 5th pick a card. So if you've not done that for the full moon coming up, definitely check that out. And I did the air, the water, the earth, and the air, the water, the earth, and the fire. For those of you who have watched the air, I do at the beginning of the video say water. However, the first one, it is, if you click on it, if you click on the timestamp, you will get the air reading, even though I do say water at the beginning of the video. And I probably should put that in the comments. Like I know, because I rewatched it and I was like, oh, that's why I got confused, because I was doing the air reading, but I called it water. And I think I start with the air and then I move into water. So if there's confusion there, just know that the readings do stand up for the different signs. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so good morning, Darlene. Good morning, Teresa. Good morning, Cynthia. Oh, good morning, everyone. One of these days, you won't get to see absolutely every bra I wear. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. I still don't know where to look. I'm still looking where the camera used to be versus where the camera is. So we're working on it, guys. I hope you're willing to roll with the punches with me for sure. I'm feeling it this morning, as I am sure you are. So now that we are grounded, I'm going to look at the decks over here and see what I'm being called to. We can put that one away. Oh, speaking of being grounded, I'm actually being called to the fairy forest. So let's start with the fairy forest. Let's get some, it's funny. I put away all of my outside garden stuff. And one of the things I had in my flower bed was some fairy stuff. And I was like, oh, putting away my fairy things. So I hope the elementals or the fairies have somewhere to go in the cold weather, or maybe they just stay in their dimension more. Oh, okay. That one literally flew out. Hi, Debbie. Hello, hello, hello. Ooh, wow. This week, Ragnarok. Destruction, ending, final okay. This very first week in November is bringing something to a conclusion. Card number 11, master number, our Archangel Metatron number, orange color, Archangel Metatron color. So I do feel like Archangel Metatron is here with us, helping us to know. Oh, excuse me, guys. Oh, actually, I'm behind the card, so that works. Forgot my old trick to leave the card up. Yeah, Metatron is definitely here because my nose took off, like literally. Whew, okay. Something is coming, and I don't feel like it's a surprise. I don't feel like it's something that's going to kind of like a tower moment. I feel like this is, you're burning down a structure. You're burning down a way of being. You're burning down a old thought pattern. There's something this week that is coming in that is saying, I'm not going forward with you. And I don't feel like it's anything that's going to surprise you. I feel like this is very much, you've been feeling it for a while, maybe most of this year. And now it's time to make new plans, because whatever the structure is, whatever the final moment is going to be, it's now time for that new beginning, right? There must be an ending, and it must come soon. You have stood between the forces of destruction for some time, believing that to hold on and to maintain what is seeking to end has been the strong and right thing to do. But when this card comes, it is Ragnarok, the end of the world. And while this card can speak of earth changes and cataclysms that begin with the sea and the land and the sky, it is more truly about the end of one time in your life, because a cycle is nearing not only completion, it must end in order for the new beginning, which awaits you, to be given the space it needs to enter and flourish. Everything has its time. Every tree must fall. Please know that you are neither weak nor are you a failure for letting this ending happen. Holding on is taking up all your energy and draining you, when the finality you're hoping to avoid will actually bring renewal, truth, a raw, primal moment when you can become your own true self again. Cease exhausting yourself by holding on to what is already over. You cannot stop what seems to be destruction, but you can ready yourself to face what must be faced, to go through the hard time that will soon come, but which will bring you so much richness and so many opportunities. Let go, friend, and cease your quiet suffering. Howl, lift the sky with your cries of pain, but then sleep, and know that you will return with a spirit daring, strong, and reborn. Look at that. What are you thinking here? What is coming up in your mind that you're feeling this with? Like, what is coming up in your mind that you're feeling like this is truly the time? And for some of you, this may not happen today. This might not happen this week. But I feel this is your forewarning that as this rest of this year goes on, November, December, which is why it's coming up the beginning of November, this first week, full week in November, is because this rest of this year, there is something that is truly ending. You know it needs to end. You've known it for a long time, and maybe you're not ready for it, but this is, get prepared. Take your steps. Take your action steps. What is it that you need to do? Right? What is it that what resources do you need to put in place? What skills or attributes do you need to put in place? Good morning, Tammy. That's awesome, Tracy. To be honest with you, when I read this card, both conversations I had this morning with people, one I work with and one is a family member, and I feel like this message is also for both of them. So I feel like this is a universal message for all of us. And even in my own life, things are ending, things are changing. And so, yes, I feel like this week, it's like, get prepared for the next couple of months. Okay, so there's our first message for this week. All right. Nope. All right, so I'm just going to pull some tarot based on the Rider-Waite deck. Oh, that's awesome, Cynthia. For some reason, I'm feeling like I need to light a candle right now. So let's do that. Here's my candle. Sage, pure sage. So this is making me feel like if you haven't cleansed your space in a while, whether it was a good sage cleansing or just a clean out. To be honest with you, yesterday, that's all I did. Like all those little projects that needed to be done, that organized me, that cleared up my space, right? And tomorrow I'm actually going to go through and do some mopping and some vacuuming because I've got a rug that I want to swap out downstairs. I've got one to put down in the living room, and then that one needs to go and get washed, and then that's going to go in my bedroom. So this cleansing, I feel like it's not only your physical body. I feel like it's your space. I feel like it's energetic cleansing. I feel like it's a clean out. I feel like it's a renewal. And the only way you can do that is if you renew your space and declutter, cleanse. Good morning, Stacey. I'm really feeling that for us this week, that it really kind of sets us up for the rest of this year energetically to be able to then receive what I almost feel like may be coming in the very beginning of 2026. I feel like January and February of 2026 may not be the typical January, February of slow start, finishing out the previous year and really feeling like, your year doesn't start until you're about 3 or 4 months in. I don't feel like that's going to be 2026 right now. Sitting here today with you, with the energies that are coming up, I feel like 2026 is going to take off pretty soon in the year. And so it's almost like these next 8 weeks, it's about getting prepared, cleaning out the closets, cleaning out the clutter, getting rid of the thing you've been meaning to get rid of forever, really organizing yourself. And I'm seeing parts of my house that they're bringing me to, like a closet that everything gets jammed in, or my back porch where my washer and dryer are, and like the shelving unit is just jam-packed of stuff, right? So I mean, it's all areas. It's not just the normal areas. It's really a deep cleanse, a deep clean. Really getting into your meditation practice right now. Really adhering to your meditation practice. Really adhering to a gratitude practice or a exercise routine or anything that gets you really moving the energy in and out of your space and your body and your life. Yeah, Debbie, because honestly, that control is an illusion. Do you really have control? And not only that, but surrender. Them learning to surrender, you learning to surrender your life to God, to the inspirations that you're receiving. I was actually in a meeting last week, and for those of you who don't know, I attend regular Al-Anon meetings, kind of keeping myself sane through a difficult situation. And it's a difficult situation that has ebbs and flows. Some points of it are better, some are not. But I've learned not to ebb and flow so harshly, that by letting go and letting God, I'm able to then keep myself in some equilibrium, because I can't control that situation as much as I try to for years. And I would love to just do it my way. It'll be easy. You'll be fine. It's not the way it works. Because what I heard in that meeting that hit home was I was robbing them of their experience to grow and evolve. My control was robbing them of their experiences to grow and evolve in a positive or negative direction, but it's all learning, right? It's all process. It's all evolution. And that's what we're all here to do. So, I get it. Guiding and protecting. That's, that's a mama bear. It's mama bear right there, right? But sometimes mama bear has to know her place. Protect where you can, guide where you can, and when you can't, give it to God. And through that modeling, you'd be surprised when you do your own healing that it helps others do theirs, right? Yeah, drawers we ignore. Awesome, Cynthia. Yeah. Okay, so let's get some more messages for this week that I feel like we've already gotten some big messages for. Sorry, guys, I had 2 cups of coffee hours ago. I've had a whole thing of water, and now I'm on to tea. Oh, surrendering, I still challenge with it. It's still a challenge for me. I mean, I talk about surrendering all the time, but when I actually have to do it, sure do struggle. Sure do. That's why I go to the meetings. It helps to know I'm not struggling alone. Okay. So thank you for all the support with my podcast, Spiritual 411, guys. I really appreciate that. Okay. We'll have another episode out this week. For those of you who maybe haven't started or looked at, or there's a whole playlist on my YouTube channel, Spiritual 411, and then you can also get all the episodes on your podcast platforms, iHeart, Spotify, and Apple iPod. You're welcome, Debbie. Okay, first card out, and I am going to have to put some glasses on because I can't see. I can't see. Yes, first card out, imbalance, overwhelm, disorganization, financial instability, overcommitment. It's a big one for some of us, right? Overcommitment, missed opportunities, chaos, burnout. Yeah. So this is why you're being asked to surrender. You're being asked to give it over, but also clean it out, right? Balance the checkbook, balance the finances, look at anything in your life where you've been neglecting it because you just didn't want to deal with it. I feel like this is the week that you're being asked to do that. You're being asked to do that. And on the bottom of the deck, lack of enthusiasm, sadness, unrealistic expectations, ego. So yes, this is what's happening this week. The imbalances that your ego is bringing forth is kind of showing up right smack in your face. Right smack in your face. I feel like there's just something coming up this week that you can't ignore anymore. It has to be dealt with, whether it is that checkbook, whether it is that drawer, whether it is that inside belief. That's what's coming up this week, to be really illuminated, kind of in your face, because it's time to be dealt with. So, and honestly, it's time to be dealt with so you can put it behind you. It's time to put it in your rearview mirror. And you can't do that if you keep tucking it under the rug, if you keep sweeping it away, right? So this is why it's time to put certain things in the rearview mirror, because they don't serve you. They're not for your best interest. And I'm really feeling like this is people, collaborations, partnerships. You've been really fooling yourself about somebody's motives. You've really been fooling yourself about a relationship that you have been feeling good about, but something underneath is coming up. Something underneath. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. Something underneath is really being illuminated, being exposed, I'm hearing this week, because it's time to let it go. And that's why this, as much as I didn't want to say this word, because I think it's a pretty big idea, right? Destruction. But yeah, I'm feeling like something is being destroyed this week, so something better can come in the rest of this year. And that is I'm definitely feeling this in partnership, in collaboration, in relationship. Okay. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And I feel like you're going to see it this week. They're going to show their hand this week in a way that's, for some of you, it's going to knock you right off your chair. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, this reminds me. So I was watching the Scooby-Doo movie. I probably seen it maybe a long time ago, a part of it long. But it's about the Scooby and the team being on an island, and it's an island of these aliens that are kind of taking over the bodies of the people. But when they're have taken the body over, like you can't really tell unless you know what the programming is that they've been taught. And in one of the scenes, the girl who really likes Shaggy and Shaggy really likes, he's really interested in, the mask gets pulled and Scooby sees her for who she is. And it snaps back and then Shaggy turns around. He has no idea, but Scooby's like, oh my gosh. And then he's like trying to warn Shaggy. And I feel like that's what's happening to you this week. Something in your life, the illusion, the mask, something. You're going to see something that you can't unsee. Interesting. About someone that you didn't expect. You didn't expect. Their motives have not been as pure as you thought or altruistic as you thought. There was more of an agenda. Yeah, end of conflict, row struggle, reaching agreements, petty squabbling. Yeah. Yeah, this is the week where you're not fighting anymore. You're not fighting for the relationship anymore. You're not fighting for the situation anymore because you now see the truth. You now see the truth, and again, there's no one seeing it. So you're ready to move on. Yeah, because you're coming into your power. Queen of Cups, a choice based on sincere feelings, imagination, dreams, empathy, psychic abilities being rituals, stepping into your spirituality. Yeah, you're helping nurture or mother a future event for someone. But this is about you stepping into your power. And you're coming from that place of balance. You're coming from that place of serenity. You've surrendered. And so now making the choice from serenity, now making the choice to move away from what no longer serves you, the person who's had the mask on, whatever it is. Yeah. Letting go of the addiction. And for some of you, it's been addicted to a person, maybe addicted to a money, addicted to anything. I mean, anything that you're doing too much of that is causing you some kind of harm, addiction, right? Food, money, sex, drugs, alcohol, gambling, porn, voyeurism, scrolling. Yeah, whatever it is. It's being illuminated this week. It's being illuminated, and you have to destroy it. There's no walking away. You have to destroy it. Finality, ending. Wow, this has been a while since I've had a spammer, guys. So we're going to block this user. Remember, I don't endorse, I don't support anybody coming on to solicit in my comments ever. So be discerning. Be discerning about who you work with. It has been so long. I wasn't even watching for it. But yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Ragnarok, card 11, destruction, ending, final moment. Like, this is no joke. Walking away, burning it down. No going back. No going back. So this is definitely going to be a situation where there's an ending because it needed to end. There was something about it that was, dare I say, evil? Dare I say, the lowest vibrational frequency? Whatever it is, the reason that you have to completely let it go, walk away, burn it down, is because it cannot go forward with you. It's holding you back. For some of you, it's a situation that's been holding you hostage, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, bottom of the deck, shattered dreams. So for some of you, this is about family. This is about a relationship, family, friend like family, partner. It is a shattered dream. But it is on the other side of that shattered dream that you get the new beginning. It's on the other side of that shattered dream that you just truly step into the full, enrich complexity of who you came here to be. Interesting. Interesting. So this is an interesting deck, the Wild Harmonic. I'm actually going to pull one of these because I really feel like this is a great deck to help you with messages that you can reflect on and really do reveal hidden truths that are residing within you, especially around ego. Especially around ego. All right. If you want, I would love for you to come back maybe middle to the end of the week in the comments and let me know what was illuminated. Where are you now headed that maybe you didn't see yourself being headed, right? Okay, there's too many there, so I'm not going to take those. Okay, they're a round deck, so they're a little harder to shuffle and get one out of, but we're going to do it. Oh, there it is. All right, and you might even want to come back and listen to this part of the video. At different points of this week to really help you as you kind of come into these realizations or these messages, inspirations, illuminations. Fire of Celestial, sovereign equality. Look at that, sovereign equality. As the driving will ascends into the celestial realms, it nurtures an understanding of equality and sameness beyond appearance. Letting go of the actions and choices of others, allowing each to choose their own life, and treating others how I wish to be treated. This card is a remembrance of the sameness of principle upon which we are all created. In this way, I can honor the decisions of others as being sovereign. Beyond the differences of our appearances and choices, I am identical with everyone. I am in a situation, and I am making choices that reflect what I see to be the best options at this time. From this place, if we can meet here, we can find respect and harmony. So the inquiry you can make for yourself: how can I honor and respect the choices of others without diminishing myself? So, and that's really what it's all about this week. And I feel like the rest of this year, coming into your sovereignty, who you are, who you came here to be, loving yourself, honoring yourself. And for some of you, that's going to be really hard because that means you've got to put up boundaries with others. You've got to let go of what other people think. So this could be a real turning point this week as things come up, that it's time to get really honest with yourself about other people or ways in which you're self-sabotaging. So I think it may be energetically a difficult week, which is maybe why we started with the grounding spray. So I would say get a lot of grounding in this week as these realizations come in. But remember, they're coming in because it's time for your rebirth. And you can't be reborn if you're holding on to old structures. All right. So thank you so much for being here. And with that, I'm going to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a beautiful rest of your week, and we'll talk soon. Thank you, everyone watching live and on the replay. Please hit that like, subscribe, share. I would truly appreciate the support. Talk soon.